Hi guys, I'm Zach from Nodeworks Media, and today we are back with another Rate My Ride video. Woo, fun. But we are exceptionally lucky today because not only am I blessing you with more Rate My Ride videos, we also have very special, are they guests if they're not actually in the video? Today we have special guests, just Pasha and Gingium. Can you believe it? That's so cool. Yeah, so a huge shout out to just Pasha and Gingium, Caleb. I actually spoke to Pasha on Instagram and he said that I could use their footage and stuff, no stress. So a massive shout out to them. I'm gonna try, if I remember, link them down below. And also have their Instagrams, yeah. So yeah, a huge shout out to them. Thanks so much if you guys are watching, for letting me do this. I'm a huge fan of you both. You're both super fun and I enjoy watching your guys' content, so hope I do you guys justice. So first up, we're going to review Pasha's Miata cart. So this is essentially a stripped out Miata. It's basically a Miata without any of the body panels. It's all been stripped off, taken out, and then like put a roll cage so it looks like a go-kart essentially, which is what these cars are. So it looks absolutely stunning. It's got a DIY paint job but looks phenomenal. The white looks so crystal clean and the roll cage being black really offsets that, and I think hides unnecessary detail in the roll cage, because I think a lot of the Miata carts that I've seen kind of have like, they're a bit they're very square and like blocked, and I feel like the black makes that a little bit more subtle. So absolutely phenomenal choice there. Then the purple of the engine and the turbo and all of that to offset the white, that is the best choice I've ever seen. We had a purple engine bay from episode 2, I think, of Rate My Ride with Corin's SX. Yeah, that, and purple against the darker colors really like stands out, but especially on your Miata cart if you're watching. No, it just looks phenomenal. The white with the purple, and it's such a deep glossy purple. I'm going too much. I like purple, right? It looks good, fantastic. As I said, it's turboed. I'm not 100% sure how much horsepower it's making, but in his more recent video he did get a new ECU to run everything properly, so I assume it's making around 200 to 250, because I know that's what the Mega Squirt ECUs kind of allow. They allow to that level. Not 100% sure, but yeah, past that it's got tilted LED bar lights which are used as its headlights. It makes it look so super aggressive. It looks awesome. I'm fanboying way too much. It looks so aggressive. Then the coilovers, well, the addition of the recent coilovers brings the cart down to the ground, which just helps with that super fancy, I don't know, it just adds to the aggressive look of it being like a cart, an aggressive like stance out cart. Not stance though, but stance is okay. You get the point. And I know the Miata cart idea has been thrown around on the internet multiple times. I think Hoonigan was one of the first people to do it. I'm not sure, but it's been thrown around. But you guys definitely like set yours aside. It's to a different standard. Whilst a lot of the other ones that I've seen are kind of just that half-ass full send, just whatever kind of build, yours looks like it was detailed properly, like you had in mind the idea of what you wanted as you were making it, and it came out as you planned. It looks phenomenal. So before I actually go to a rating, when I was speaking to him yesterday asking for permission, he actually told me that it's been registered, so it's road legal now. So there's a mongoose or a meerkat or something all the way at the bottom end of this path and it was busy standing up and checking things out. So it's currently actually street legal, I guess. Well, it can be driven on the streets. That's phenomenal. Finally going to rating. I'm gonna give this, so it's not really the conventional cars wind. It's not quite like the traditional cars that I review on these kind of episodes, but it's road legal, ergo I can rate it. I'm gonna give your cart I think a 9 out of 10. It's just so like crystal clean and well kept. I think it deserves such a high rating. But yeah, no, absolutely stunning cart. Looks phenomenal. The colors are brilliant and it contrasts itself well. It must drive phenomenally. Phenomenally English. It must drive really well, and I don't know, I haven't really got anything to criticize about it. It's cool. Next up we have Gingium's blue Miata. I can't really say that anymore because now both of them are blue. Gingium Street Miata, named Molly. So this Miata started life as most of our project cars do. Just something small, like a first car, you know. Some simple mods that we can chuck on it. I mean, literally following in Caleb's footsteps here with mine. But where he's gotten his is phenomenal, and the journey that I got there, it was at first kind of just a brat machine, a sticker bomb kind of rush start half thing. Since then it's become ridiculously clean and probably one of the best Miatas on the internet, I'd argue, in terms of how clean it is and how fine-tuned it is. So like I said, originally it was just a simple build stock, then he turboed it, and then that's kind of where the astounding look of that car came, because the LED headlights were actually before that, but the low profile headlights, the front lips, the rear lip and the bumper cut with the exhaust, and then it just looked so subtly modded, but it was so super clean. It was a very striking build to look at because of just how well done it was, even if it was actually, I mean, hot glued the headlights, headlight wires. So, but it looked phenomenal. It was a stunning build. So when he took Molly to be turboed, that got around 250 horsepower, if I'm not wrong. It's been a while since I've watched like these episodes. It was around 250 horsepower. That lasted him forever. Super reliable. But if you look at the quality of the build that he got and then maintained, the paint was phenomenal. I mean, my car's not that bad, but is nothing compared to like when he bought his car. The paint was in good condition. The engine seems to have like barely ever been taken past like 4,000. No, it was just a beautiful car. Then more recently he replaced the LED bar light headlights with the Jeep headlights, which look pretty sick as well, have to admit. And it still keeps with his super clean build setup that he's got. However, I'm releasing a headlight kit soon, and Caleb, if you're watching, hit me up. I'll send you one of my sets. They are LED like your Jeep ones, but low profile, and they still pop up. So hit me up. I'm more than happy to send you a set. Yeah, you represent me. I'm more than happy to send you a set. So they're almost finished, so let me know if you're keen. The most recent addition that's been added, I guess, to this Miata is it's been engine swapped. So it's still the 1.6, but it's a new engine which has been completely rebuilt to sit around, I believe, 380 horsepower, I think, if I'm right. It was just under 400, if I remember correctly. And that, in something that weighs less than a ton, is ridiculous. I can imagine this car must fly. Now, that is supported by the addition of I believe both were NB Miatas, the gearbox and the diff, they were both from an NB. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure though. But they're obviously stronger and yeah. So that can handle the new power, especially if you actually behave. And even if you misbehave a little bit, I mean, we all saw that video, Caleb. You doing a burnout. Looking at the engine bay itself, this is again ridiculously clean. The subtle black against and polished pipes against the freshly painted blue bay. Wow, just wow. And then the blue exposed cams, epic, absolutely epic. There's, I don't know, there's very few Miatas that I can say I'd trade anything in the world for that. Yours is being one of them. That Molly is one of the Miatas that honestly I feel outshows at least every other Miata on the internet. I don't think there's a better looking Miata out there. Finally, let's get around to any gripes that I have with the car, which is one. I think I have one gripe with Caleb's Miata, and that is the rear ducktail. You made that blue. I preferred it black. That is my only gripe. Everything else is beautiful, but I preferred the ducktail black. I think it suited like the front lip, which is obviously also black. I don't know, and it just suited as a little detail. So like a gloss black, if you had to bring it back, a gloss black would look beautiful. Otherwise, I have no gripes with this car whatsoever. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Rating, well, I've already proclaimed this as being the best Miata out there on the internet, so I'm leaning forward to emphasize my contemplation. Caleb, I'm gonna give you a 10 out of 10 for your Miata. The only thing that I have is the rear spoiler, but I mean, personal taste, and it does look good as it is anyway, so I can't argue. Absolutely beautiful car. Thank you for letting me show it, as well as Pasha. Moving on finally to the Rally Miata, Gingium's Rally Miata. With as many variations as a Dragon Ball Z character, this Miata has seen its fair share of styles and colors and builds, if you will. Starting off as basically a stock black Miata with some off-road tires chucked on it. This crazy little thing was then supercharged and made a camo green with custom bumpers, steel bumpers, and had the LED headlights, the LED Jeep headlights that I believe is actually in Mali now. At that stage it was still rear-wheel drive, but was performing just as well as most off-roaders. People underestimate the power, well, the weight to power in an off-road situation. Don't need lots of power and grip from an all-wheel drive system if you have no weight to be chugging around. So after the green variation, well, the supercharged green variation, Gingium had to sell the supercharger to fund the drift truck, which I might review in a different episode. But the Rally Miata still did not die. The Rally Miata was converted back to naturally aspirated, just normal, and was redone a new color, a tan kind of deserty color. This also looked awesome, and it got a new set of headlights as well. Low profile with the 2 lights, which is kind of similar to what my kit's going to be, but mono LED lights. It also got new mud tires. It got its roof rack with the spotlights. That was actually still when it was green. This car's gone through a lot and looks epic. If you had to imagine what a Miata would look like in Mad Max, but before like all the rust and I don't know crap was thrown on it, this would be essentially a clean Mad Max car. Moving on to its final stage now, where it is now. It is currently an EJ20 swapped all-wheel drive Miata. So to do this, Gingium had to cut the whole front end off and refabricate everything as a tubular chassis. And I have to give huge credit to him for the amount of frustration he probably went through, the amount of money he probably spent, and the amount of time that he spent on that. And then the dedication to that, to make it as clean and beautiful as it came out. Like, not many people are willing to literally cut up their car to that degree to get it to be something that it was never intended to be. This is of impeccable build quality, and I have to give credit to Caleb for that. I don't know anybody else that really has that amount of patience to go through and make something like that. So credit where credit is due, man. So this EJ20 powered Miata produces, I believe, around 300 horsepower. It is a built EJ20 with completely custom like everything almost, obviously to fit in the Miata and all of that. Going on to the visual side of it, I think it looks beautiful now with the Subaru blue and then the white engine bay, which is probably disgustingly dirty anytime you drive it. I know, I have my own white engine bay, but I can understand like how beautiful it looks. Again, like Pasha's white Miata cars, when it's crystal clean, it looks beautiful. So yeah, so Caleb, if you're watching, but to everyone else, the rating for the Rally Miata, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. To the degree that it's built is phenomenal. I don't know what to say. It's like such a weird and out there build, but yet you did it and it's come out epic. Alright guys, but that's going to be it for this episode. Again, a huge massive shout out to both Caleb and Pasha for the helping with footage and stuff for this video. I can't thank them enough, and I can't thank them enough for the opportunity to do this. I honestly wasn't expecting to be able to do this, so I'm really appreciative. And a special thanks to Pasha as well, because he's helped me out in the past with editing stuff or editing ideas and helping me keep motivated to keep with these YouTube ideas and stuff. So big shout out to Pasha as well. If you guys ever come down to South Africa, hit me up. I'm super keen to have you guys, show you guys around and stuff. My dad's got a touring business, so I can actually try to hook you up with like a place to stay and like go to different wildlife reserves and stuff, I guess. Anyway, a huge thank you to them both. Please go check out their channels. They're both amazing creators and have epic builds. And yeah, that's it. Caleb, hit me up if you're interested in lights. Pasha, if you get a Miata, also hit me up. I'll get you lights just as quickly. Huge thank you to you guys both. Huge thank you to everyone who watched this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you didn't, leave a dislike and let me know what I can do to be better. Thanks guys. Cheers. Alright, here we go again. Actually, that's how I should start the videos from now on. Just, hello there! Oh, it's running. Oh, it's back. Can you tell I'm really ADHD? Have to stop my recording every second thing because, yeah. I'm a professional YouTuber, I promise. That's not why I'm taking 3 years to actually get loaded what I wanted to whilst I'm recording and wasting battery and memory space. Bug. Oh my word, this bug won't leave me alone. Oy. I'm very sweaty. It is not the middle of winter, but it's still like winter. Yet you stand in the sun for 2 minutes and you're already like cooking. Wind, go away!
Oh no.
But yeah, no, I don't understand how people vlog, like, with their camera in their hand, like, sup guys! I don't know how they do that. Where am I? What am I doing?